what is the need for loud cars? Because I could get it when motorcycles used to be loud. Bikers used to specifically have extremely obnoxious, loud motorcycles to warn cars that they're coming.
I think it's yellow 5, whatever shrinks the genitals. You know what I mean? They're just like making up like, I've got a loud car and small balls. Ooh, yeah. South Park where they have the atheists. Remember that? The war?
Yeah, science damn you.
Science damn you.
Remember that? Instead of God damn you, and then they're warring, but they're both atheists. Yeah, it's just
it becomes a stance. Like, it's kind of funny, but
is it funny? It's terrifying because you're like, I want what's best for the future and for my kids, and you're like, are we just going like robots are going to take over?
They already are, dude. They're delivering food. They're driving cars. It's really wild out there.
They're the new road dogs.
Yes.
Is it two robots driving somewhere, making jokes together and eating at AM PM at 3 a.m?
With trucker hats?
With trucker hats?
Yeah.
The road's so tough. There's a robot Angelo out there. Dear Lord.
Dude, I could see that. Actually, Robo Angelo, dude.
Right?
Robo John.
I mean, Robo any of us.
Robo Rob.
Your name
I
is
know.
already part robot. Rob.
Yeah, dude.
Robot Robert.
That's how they used to say in the 50s. Robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, robot. Hey, it's a robot over here.
It's a robot.
You ever watch those Twilight Zones? And you're like, man, they talk a little different. They'll say things funny like that.
They talk like you and Jackson Banks.
Yeah. Oh, hello. The virgins.
Yeah.
I will take over the world and enslave the women. No, that sounds like
that's you or the robots?
That's me.
I'm trying to.
No. I'm
trying to
kidding.
have a defense for humans here, Robert, and you sound like a pervy robot.
No, I'm trying not to throw robots on the bus because I don't want to be too prejudiced. You know what I mean? I want to be ahead of the curve because you know that's going to happen. These robots take our jobs. They're going to be going after robots, dude.
Do you think they're going to do you think they're going to make us flatten the robot curve? Do you think they're going to be like, stay home and just let the lower class get robid? Is it rovid?
Rovid.
They're gonna get rovid.
that is definitely
so
coming, dude.
Oh, dude, that's so stupid.
Robot COVID.
Rovid, yeah. Rovid-19.
It is funny, you know, when people come from out of state, they always bring up, you guys wear masks here still. I'm like, yeah, because you're in Los Angeles. I feel like it's a very small population that still wears masks, right?
So we're getting super political on this episode.
No. But
I thought we weren't getting.
It's not a political stance.
We're not political. Yeah, but you can't talk about anything and then not have your political opinion come out by what you say because everything is so tribal and we've all become Amazon like database customers rather than human beings. So it's like you just look at someone and like, you can't have a conversation like my buddy Kevin, who's not a comedian, so he's fairly mentally healthy, and we were talking about like he was talking about like we both were talking about the research during like the lockdowns and how they did all these studies about how like lockdowns don't actually work. And I was definitely a COVIDian for the first like 3 months for sure, because immediately like if you tell this Jew that there's any danger, he's like, okay, I'm doing what you say. Let's keep it safe. Like I was like at my door, like shit is real right now.
Yeah.
But like I kept reading about it. And then like years later, I'm not a COVID denier. What do they call them? The COVIDiots versus the COVIDians. Like I'm not a COVID denier. It is a disease that killed millions of people. Still terrifying. I still worry about what it will do to everybody in the long term. But like these people were talking about the lockdowns. And then Kevin and I were talking about, I was like, you can't even like say that you think like maybe the lockdowns weren't a good idea or that like China. I know, and you know Americans too, that are like, China did it right. You're like, the fucking tech Nazis did it right. Like, I got too political, didn't I?
No. I totally.
I saw that look. I know you for like 30 years, dude. We grew up together. I can tell when you're like, John, you got a little political.
No.
I can tell.
I'm trying to follow, dude. I'm trying to.
Where I'm getting. I know. I have ADD rambles, but
no. Well, I get you because everyone did it differently in different places. But what's funny to me is just the perception of people think of California as like only LA always. They all like when they write about it in other states, they're just out there eating adrenochrome babies and just they're having Illuminati parties. And you literally go to Bakersfield, literally just like 40 miles out of LA, and it's just not that sentiment. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude. I mean, we grew up calling Fontana
Fontucky.
And there's nothing wrong with Kentucky
Or Fontana.
No, there's something wrong with Fontana. I'm just joking. That's a great name for something. A great title. There's something wrong with Montana.
It's the next Coen Brothers film.
Yeah,
dude.
I was just gonna say it would be a good short. Dude, weird stuff has happened in the Inland Empire that has influenced like world culture. Like we filmed the American Complainer in Rancho Cucamonga.
Right.
And when I was reading about Rancho, remember who came up? I told you I was so
Frank
stoked.
Zappa.
Frank Zappa had a freaking studio in Rancho, which now has, instead of Frank Zappa studio, a Cheesecake Factory. So progress sometimes goes backwards. But they do have really
and
good,
loud cars. Very loud cars.
They do have loud cars in Rancho. What the fuck is the problem with Ranchos? God, every city and locally we're like, there's a problem with so and so. But why do they have? What is the need for loud cars? Because I could get it when motorcycles used to be loud. Bikers used to specifically have extremely obnoxious, loud motorcycles to warn cars that they're coming.
I think it's Yellow 5, whatever shrinks the genitals. You know what I mean? They're just like making up like, I've got a loud car and small balls. Ooh, yeah.
I think you can program a horn to make to just do verbal stuff like that, right? And into a speaker. That would be so rad on
small
your car.
cock coming through.
I would love for you to honk your horn when you show up to the house like that and have Liz go like, babe, Robert's here. Smell car coming through. Yeah.
Tiny balls coming around the corner. Yeah.
Chemically shrinking nads right here, right in front of you. Get out of the way.
Yeah, micro penis.
Dude.
Yeah, pulling up.
Do chemicals shrink your dick too or just your nuts?
I don't know how that folklore got into the. I don't know if like
they can't shrink your dick, right? I'm okay with my nuts shrinking, but I don't got any dick to lose.
Yeah, well,
no, I do. It's average size though. I don't want to be below average.
I have seen John's pecker before, and you do have a penis for sure. You've produced children.
I'll tell you this much: he has a penis. That's great. You're a great penis lawyer.
Oh, thank you.
In the court of cock, you really are. I'm glad I work with you, Robert, representing me.
This man. That's right. This man has a dick. To unquote Bill Murray in Ghostbusters, my favorite line of all time in a movie. Dude,
this man has no dick.
That's right. This man has no dick. Remember that? So good, man. You know what's strange when you think about like pop culture stuff, it's like Ghostbusters. How there was a new Ghostbusters movie this year, and it's like unfazed. Like you think about when we were kids, like I would have dreamt of new Ghostbuster movies or Star Wars movies or shows.
Yeah,
and we live in it, and you're just kind of like, oh yeah, it's not. We need new stuff for the kiddos, you know.
So I used to have a book in my closet that was up in the top shelf, and I used to climb up there and get it, right? Like someone bought it for me and no one ever presented it to me. Like my parents just put it away, and it's an Edgar Allan Poe group of his poetry. And I remember, I think it was it The Pit and the Pendulum? But there's like a very be careful what you wish for, you know? And I know Twilight Zone's done it, right? They've done like, you know, coming back, wishing for the dead to come back or whatever, you know? And you're like, maybe I let things be, you know? We begged for, we used, South Park even used Beetlejuice as an example of how the studios aren't creative anymore.
Yeah.
And their knuckle dragger response was like, well, we'll do part 2 Beetlejuice. We're like, I guess that's not what we meant, but okay. And now we have part 2, which, is it out yet?
It's not out yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure, you know, I do.
Oh, you're sure?
Well, I was going to say, I eat up nostalgia stuff and I have fun with it too. Like Ghostbusters, the new one, I thought it felt like a real Ghostbusters episode and I loved it. I had fun with it. I had fun with it for sure, but
I gave it 2 thumbs down. I haven't seen it yet though.
Well, dude, even if
just joking,
I know. I think it's just one of those things where I'm not super. If it's entertaining, I'll give it that. You know, it doesn't have to be a Jean-Luc Godard film every time, but like it would be nice if there was new Beetlejuices because that was such a unique movie. Like take a chance on unique, weird, cool.
I think we're right.
Sexy, sleek.
I think we're scoot more towards me so that you can stay on camera, dude.
All right, you guys are missing the physical humor. Whoever's listening, wait, can they listen to it anywhere?
Yeah, I upload it to Libsyn, and I upload it to YouTube, dude. They can hear the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Well,
I think the
little knee pat.
Here's the thing. I think that the AI explosion that everyone's, you know, no one knows what to think, or everyone's either it's all bad or it's all good. I think that there's going to be some interesting creative filmmaking stuff coming out of that. For whatever, if it's good or bad for us as employees and entrepreneurs and filmmakers, that I can't say, but creatively, that's what's going to allow people to do it, because people have been making with like just their computers at home. They've been making these fan fictions. You've told me about a few of them.
Yeah. Taylor Swift. They made a gangbang AI.
I meant like more like Batman style,
okay.
Robert.
But yeah. Did you hear about that though? Taylor Swift during the Super Bowl, they made
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember when that happened. I haven't seen them yet.
It's really weird.
But I've been looking for them.
Well,
so send them to us. I'm just joking.
Well, dude, she's so powerful. She sent a whole
I would
squad.
never. Taylor, please, I would never. Gerard, don't tell her. I would never. Please.
Dude, well, they sent a whole, like, she sent like a hit team to find the Redditor who put up these AI photos.
That's so weird.
But it's funny.
She's not going like hanging out with Eckhart Tolle and Gerard being like, let the people let them eat cake or whatever. Instead, she's like, find them and kill them. She had like a gold in my ear speech for finding like the Hezbollah or whatever, the murderers. She's like, whatever it takes, hunt them down. Steven Spielberg makes a movie about it.
Oh, dude. That's
Do you remember the movie he made about they murdered the Israeli
Minority
Olympic
Report?
Team? No, that was with Thomas Cruise. I'm talking about
Jaws.
No, it's Jaws.
Jurassic Park.
Juice. They use the same poster. You only have to change 3 letters in the poster. It's
Just
fantastic.
Add a little yarmulke to the fellow behind us.
I actually designed a long time. I think I got it on some external hard drive somewhere floating around. It's like a rabbi coming up from the deep. I turned him into like a shark kind of guy, and then it says Jews. It's really cool.
Oh,
I wanted to make a shirt out of it, but
that is dope. We're just talking about
transition to next topic, right? That is dope. So coming up next,
real smooth there. I'm smooth like gravy, dude. But we were speaking about the AI thing, and you know what's funny about the Taylor Swift photos?
Yeah,
is that it's so weird because like AI, there's impressive kind of crazy things, and there people are using voices to like pretend they're using someone's voice and like
it's called deep fake.
Yeah, deep fake.
They did a Dave Chappelle one.
They're doing like fraud with it.
Oh, we knew that was coming. I mean, but they didn't even have AI. My grandma used to be like, I got another one of those calls that said you were in jail. I hung up on him. It's like, one of these days, Grandma. But they were already doing that. So it's like, of course they're going to use technology to be like, this is your husband. I'm in Costa Rica being held hostage. Please. Well, I send them the $25 in our checking account and the $300 in our savings account immediately. My wife be like, okay. Like, I mean, yeah, they're going to fucking do that kind of stuff. But
John, you do look like someone that would be in Costa Rica, like with that beard, like you would be fighting
the people trying to cut down the rainforest there.
Yeah.
If there's a rainforest, there's someone trying to cut it down. There's a guy like me going like, fucking not on my watch, bro.
Yeah.
But it's not me though. Cause like I'm terrified of all that kind of stuff. Like, and then you find out like, was I on the wrong? Wait, were these the bad guys? Ah, son of a bitch.
I think we're this whole time supposed to be with the construction people in Fern Gully. Like those were the good guys the whole time.
Or Fern Gully and what's the other one? The one with the blue people.
Avatar. Dances with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves. God,
this is a great movie.
I love that movie so much that I had dreams about being in that movie with them.
Really?
Like I used to watch the movie a lot.
It is a great movie.
That movie.
Kevin Costner, dude.
Do you love that movie as much as I do?
I haven't seen it in a while, but it was good.
Then we don't love it the same.
Well, isn't it that movie?
You can't quantify your love for a movie, but you can definitely tell by like reduction, like of seeing how often you watch it.
Well, no,
I haven't watched it in 20 years either, though.
Well, when Anthony Hopkins turns into the werewolf, it is pretty riveting. Have you seen that film?
What movie is that?
It's him and Benicio del Toro where they're werewolves. And
I have seen that.
Yeah,
I love Del Toro, dude. I see him in anything I can.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that one really equates to their normal work, but at some point, Anthony Hopkins is like 65 in that film, and he's like a buff werewolf fighting Benicio del Toro.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, he is.
When someone's a great actor, you do what you gotta do to make them fit in the part. I mean, Tom Cruise is still out there like freaking. He's come up twice in this podcast already. Are we all right?
Oh man, maybe we need to get off to some Tom Cruise films before we start the pod. You know,
talking about Taylor Swift porn. I'm talking about Tom Cruise porn. That guy's he's still freaking risky business, dude.
I know. You didn't see Top Gun 2 yet, right?
I plan on, but no. I only see Pixar movies. I have kids, and
yeah.
I saw the Star Wars when they re-released Episode 1.
That's right.
But I only see Pixar stuff. I don't see Top Gun 2.
Well, Top Gun 2, he's got a little shirtless scene with some 30-year-olds, and it's kind of...
Is it airbrushed and weird?
I like that no, he looks like he's all greased up, and I feel like it harkens back to the original Top Gun and sort of the, like, homoerotic sort of scenes. And I'm like, dude, it's kind of cool that they actually have that again, honestly, as a fan of Top Gun.
Is Top Gun homoerotic? I grew up on Top Gun, too.
Dude, I mean, you know how horny that would be to watch that? Like, the dudes that they're always like, all right, they have, Goose, and they're always like they're always getting dressed and stuff. Like, Tony Scott knew how to.
Is there a scene like in Titanic where you see her hand go on the foggy window of the car, knowing she's making love to Jack?
Yeah.
But it's Maverick and Goose inside a cockpit.
Yes.
It's all foggy. You just see Goose's hand go streaked out. You're like, whoa.
Dude, yeah.
They probably would make that now just to try to appeal to the LGBTQT audience, right?
Yeah.
Like, we gotta have a gay scene in there.
Yeah.
Dude, that's I don't know what to say about all these part 2s. Beetlejuice 2, Top Gun 2, Blazing Saddles part 2. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, if they did that now, dude, that would be that's the last movie they're probably gonna make a sequel of at this point, right?
I mean, they always say that, but like, what's his name from Always Sunny was like, dude, like, you think we're not pushing the envelope now and just saying what we want to say? Like, look at the stuff on. I mean, the problem is that like the satire and the funniness stuff is not pushing the envelope always, but it still is. It's just like there's not one mainstream. People aren't looking at their TV going to 5 different channels now.
Right.
There's hundreds of channels. So it's like people forget, like, you can still say what you want, but like maybe the establishment might be a little bit more strict when they're trying to like pander to certain audiences.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well,
but it's out there, right? You could have Blazing Saddles now, dude. Like,
no, you could.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone make a bunch of fucking basically Blazing Saddles level stuff. Do you remember the motorcycle episode of South Park where they're yelling the F word?
Yes.
I mean, like, they say what they're going to say, and it's hilarious, and we laugh, and like no one.
I'm not in the denial that comedy right now is. I mean, dude, the guys that say the wildest stuff sell out arenas. Like, it's denial. People are like the cancel culture, and I'm like, no, it is swung the other. I mean, it's weird. It's just splintered. It's like you're getting, because some people pander the other way too, where it's like it's funny. I just like comedy, and I feel like we should just do what feels right. And if it's offensive, it can be offensive. But I think what I'm trying to say is Taylor Swift did an AI.
We gotta get back to that. We gotta come full circle.
No, but the hands. What I was saying is AI does this impressive shit. We're like, oh, this is freaky, but then you realize it's not quite there, because the fingers, I guess, on the dudes that are like gangbanging Taylor Swift are not. They're like Ninja Turtle fingers in the pictures. There's like three. They're like 3 fingers.
Yeah, the hands are always weird. That was like a big thing that happened with AI when it first started coming out of the AI closet. Is that a term? I don't know. But they were like, you can always spot them by the hands, and like I can still tell. I'll see a picture. I'll be like, I think this is fake, and then you'll see someone's hand. Like, like there was a picture of this chick, and she was like, there's an Instagram. I don't know how they found me in the suggestions, but it was like a gorgeous old lady. Like, she was supposed to be like a 60-year-old, like a Sophia Loren.
Yeah.
But the lighting was perfect. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? And I click on it and I was like, this is AI. This is AI. You could just tell she's like leaning on a Ferrari, she's like wearing a red dress next to a red Ferrari, her hands on it. And like, I just looked at it, I was like, something is weird about her hand placement. And it's just the artificial intelligence being like, this is what you humans seek, correct? And you're like, yes, but also there's something nightmarish and weird and not human about it, So it's they don't have it down yet, but all this stuff that everyone's saying, like, see, it's a failed experiment. It's nothing to be afraid of. You're like, they're not slowing down, and it's going to continue to develop. It's not like they're going to be like, okay, it didn't work. The same with VR. You get all these like people like the doomy like that love to be like, it didn't work, it's fake, they're just lying about it, blah blah blah. It's like, you're just watching VR in slow time, but like 20 years from now, like VR, it's already amazing, but it's going to be like mind blowing 20 years from now.
I know.
It's not stopping.
You're going to put it on and just like go through Clockwork Orange. I mean, dude, have you been to TikTok or Twitter lately? I've avoided a lot of that like culture, and I went on it. It's literally just like, if you can go down certain rabbit holes, I mean, it is weird that they censor anyone. You go on TikTok, which most of the population watches, it's like people getting hit by buses and like they're getting their face ripped off, and
okay, I like dark humor.
Yeah.
I don't like I like making light of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like I love Ari Shaffir, like, is so dark and deep about stuff. And however you like him, however you guys like Ari Shaffir, one day he will be at Road Dogs. He loved Angelo and Angelo loved him. But his dark humor, to me, I'm like, it's still a beautiful like form of art that like he's able to make light, and he's got a good heart at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But people love to post, like, this is like a whole nother level to me, is like stuff that's like really cruel that's on video, and I'm like, I'm not entertained watching this going like, did that guy break his back on that bike, the ramp thing, like for you to make a real estate meme with? I'm like, that's not.
Oh yeah, that's a common thing
That's
now.
like exploitive. It's like if you were making a joke about it verbally and you're like making it funny and using it for a punchline, and it's almost like you're honoring it by like, hey, it made you think about that thing that happened, like that homie that got hurt on the half pipe, but like using the video of it, it's almost like it's very it's kind of like how Nathan For You showed that kid in the episode of that show. Nathan For You, and the kid was like, "Are you my daddy?" And it's like, this isn't like good TV anymore, dude. This is like exploiting a child for humor. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Nathan's never going to fucking do Road Dogs. Don't worry. He probably doesn't like us anyways. No, he's actually a really nice dude. But there's a difference between like joking about dark stuff and crowds going, ooh, and you're like, all right, you fucking idiots. Like you're using phones made by slaves. Like get over yourself and like laugh at the darkness of life. Difference between that and showing a video of a beheading or someone like being hit by a bus and being like, oh, it's crazy. And then just moving on. Like it's like a fucking weird illness for society. I don't know how many people
disturbing,
do it.
but it's
dude, it's disturbing is a great word for it. And Angela used to have a joke about the Disturbed, the band. It was very funny. But yeah, which by the way, y'all gotta come out. Hi, I'm Byron Bowers, and I just want to say y'all gotta come out Wednesday night to Road Dog stand-up comedy. I might be there, Byron Bowers, but I'll also probably be sleeping in my car. I like to sleep. I don't live in my car. I got a nice apartment, but I'll fall asleep anywhere. My name's Byron Bowers. Come on out to Road Dog stand-up comedy Wednesday at Barney's Beanery, 8:30 p.m. We got comics from Kill Tony, Netflix, Comedy Central. I'll be there. I'm a star, damn it. You see me in indie films, motherfucking galore. Chappelle quoted me. He said something good about me in an interview.
Did he?
Fuck yeah, dude. Byron's pretty good, man.
That's pretty dope, dude.
My Byron impression needs work, but...
Were they in a lot of shows together, Byron Bowers and Angela Bowers? I was like thinking about that back in the day.
I'm trying to match your seriousness right now.
Oh, I don't know. That's my autism.
This just in. Robert's fucking serious this morning.
No, but dude, speaking of
shows together, yeah, we used to do shows with Byron.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, like the Bowers brothers, like on the same show.
Oh, they never called it like Bowers brothers, but we would say, I mean, you're not going to not comment on that at once or twice, but it's so low hanging that it's not something that you're going to go with all the time unless it's like becomes a thing that's funny.
Yeah.
But
like beheadings and people's faces getting ripped off.
Call back, dude. That's fucking insane, right? Like,
it is, dude.
I can't believe the weird shit. Do you get skinwalkers on your stuff? Like that's a big thing they're putting in there.
What's that?
It's just like stuff that's like, it's made to, this is the weirdness of how you can't tell the internet's real or not, And so I'm sure some kids and very old people are like, my parents would be like, what the fuck
is it like post lipo belly guys?
It's just like another one of those.
Shirt without I'm not wearing a shirt. Here's the droop.
It's probably, I mean, Kurt Metzger and Sam Tripoli will fact check this for us. It's probably a psyops, but guys, please fact check this. You guys tag Kurt Metzger in the comments and ask him to fact check this. Tag Sam Tripoli. I love to harass these two. They're lovely dudes, but they need to do the research for us. I can't do research. I get overwhelmed. They're like, do you remember there was like Slender Man and there's all these different things that become like pop culture, like horror things. And you can't tell if it's real or not. There's some Reddits where you're like, people are telling stories like, I don't know if they're like just writing this and it's supposed to spook me like Blair Witch Project, or this is someone that had a fucking situation go on, right? So Skinwalkers is like the newest thing besides the Chak Tui lady. But Skinwalkers is like, it's just like, I don't know, it's some sort of ghost in our skin, which is, I'm like, isn't that what we are? Ghosts in the skin. I mean, right? But thank you, Robert.
That's my favorite song.
Ghost in the Skin?
Ghost in the Skin.
Is that a real song that you're parodying?
How do I live within?
How can I live without skin? Okay, so the
bro clothing company,
the Skinwalker.
Remember Skin, dude? Remember this bro clothing
Skin
company
Industries.
was basically just becoming like, hate the Jews. Like it was just kind of right on the nose with some of that.
I grew up around bros. They don't know enough Jews to hate them. They're just busy like,
true.
Is that a 250 or a 450? How many strokes is that bike? That's all. They're not trying to
use
hate
Adolf
on Jews.
Hitler logo for like everything.
Most people get racist because they're like busy and then they have a problem in their life and someone throws out the scapegoat enough and they just go, oh yeah, it's them. I mean, like look at politics now.
Yeah.
People are just busy at work most of the time or busy with whatever they're doing in their life. And then they get enough people to be like, oh, reason that your plumbing's all fucked up, it actually goes back to the Jews. And they'll be like, it does? Well, now I got an answer for that and somewhere to point my anger. I don't know why I had to do an accent of a guy like that. Fontucky has California accents too, but still.
Yeah, because I myself am very fond of the Jews.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to say that people with this accent do like Jewish people as well.
I know. I actually saw Drive-By Truckers, and they were talking about how, like, anytime in a movie, they always use a Southern accent when they have a racist guy. It's
guy.
like, it's true, but I mean, Hollywood is racist in their own ways, so you know, so of course they're going to do that, and it's rubbed off on us, and now you and I are doing it on the podcast. And honestly, Hollywood is ran by Jews, so I guess it's the Jews. Fuck, and I'm a Jew. I got to change this thing.
Well, I'm just trying to say,
call your great grandpa and ask him to change the rules.
When there isn't a non-binary lead in a film, I usually shut it off because I don't feel that the representation is there.
Well, don't worry, AI will fix all that when we're just slaves to the robots, and we'll all be equal.
I'm very pro-robot. I wish that they would plug me in the butthole with their robot dildos, and amen.
Are you going to the robot rally on Thursdays?
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm signing up, dude. Me and C-3PO, we're coming together.
What would like the robot flag be? Like if they've got the blue lives matter, the red lives matter, like firefighter matter, and like if you had a robot one, it's got like actual silver, like metallic in there.
Oh, dude.
it's like
we should start the pro-robot movement, dude.
Hanging behind people's Teslas.
Oh
like
man, I'm gonna cuck out to robots immediately, like right now, dude. I'm getting
a Let's Go Robot flag for my truck.
Let's go robots.
Let's go robots.
I am
the
so
same
down,
exact
dude.
graphic design. I love parody. I'm a child of the 80s. I grew up in skateboard culture in Southern California in the 80s. I love parody, like logos and graphics.
And
dude.
my hat, probably.
I do. Dude, your hat's beautiful, dude. That is an 80s style like color.
It's a throwback Unistew hat, dude.
Oh, dude, it's great. That's a great color.
Man. I've literally lost 800 pounds, and I always look like...
Oh, that's your posture.
Oh, yeah.
That's just your posture, dude. Yeah, but you can't sit like that for long and be happy.
This is chill.
Anytime people try to tell you, like, stand up straight, you're like, for how long? Like
I know.
I'm made like this. My neck's supposed to come out of my spine forward 90 degrees, and then my head pops off the front.
Hey, everyone hates on this future with robots and all that stuff, but you've seen WALL-E, Pixar film.
I love WALL-E.
WALL-E is one of the it's a great
I love
movie.
WALL-E. WALL-E Loves Eva. Yeah.
But remember those dudes, the little pudgy guys in their pods?
The humans?
The humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
the pudge pods. You made me think. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, why is that bad? Why isn't that kind of the life?
On the next episode of Road Dogs, John has to explain to Robert why it's bad to be fat and lazy than just die a blob. I don't know, man. I don't think it's bad from a Buddhist, like everything and nothing means anything, like except for just being in the moment.
That was an Oscar film.
It's not bad. It's not that. Oh, dude, are you talking about everything? I did see that.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Good Lord, that movie was. I don't use this lightly. I only use it for Inside Out 1 and 2, Encanto, Luca, Cars 1 and 3.
Yeah, well, yes, 1 and 3.
But I love 2, but 2 is a little too.
Yeah, 2 is
not. It's not a friendly Disney movie. Anyways, they torture cars in 2. I mean, it's a spy film with torture. I mean, it's very, very odd. Anyways, Everything Everywhere All at Once is a fucking masterpiece. The acting in it, I thought was phenomenal. The story, beautiful. The special effects were hilarious and weird. Like some of the writing decisions. If you haven't seen it, there's like the butt plug is so funny.
I heard about
it. You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm saving.
You know, it's one thing to spoil it for people watching it that I can't physically see the feelings, but watching you be disappointed because I said one thing from it. I feel really bad. I'm sorry.
No, dude, I'm not one of those people. Oh, it's all right, dog. It's all right.
Did you think I was going to punch you in the genitals right now? You just
no.
completely. You blocked yourself like I was going to hurt you.
I'm just used to hurt and pain.
Okay.
I just can't. Yeah.
Let's talk about country music. So Towns Van Zandt. No,
he's great.
Just used to hurt and pain.
All that like college country in the 70s. They were pretty good,
dude. Jim Croce.
Yeah.
Folk music, dude. Oh,
the Jim Croce laws I don't agree with as well, but.
You're such a word player. Hey, let's do the ad read for Peace That Remains. Dude, we have a sponsor for the show. This is so exciting. Okay, because there's sentimental stuff here too. There's a company owned by two wonderful people, Dee and Al.
The Koch brothers.
The Koch brothers. Yeah, the Koch brothers. The Koch brothers.
The Koch.
Do you think that's why they're kind of like frustrated and mad with things, where they're just like, they called us the Koch brothers enough, we'll fucking speed up global warming.
Yes.
Show them who's the real cock. The cock's about to heat up this ball.
I think so.
You think that happened?
Probably. I mean, imagine if you had it, dude.
I heard they're actually really nice. They just have different beliefs than us, so they're not so bad. I have a friend that works for them.
The robots.
They are robots.
So we're pro
They're robots.
robots.
They're robots. Very Futurama.
It is.
You make me think of Zoidberg when you say,
Oh, shit.
you got to take your fucking ADD medication?
Yeah.
You're on a podcast.
Oh, man.
Have some fucking respect, Robert.
Oh, dude. Well, sorry. I put a timer there just in case.
Are you legit thinking that I'm mad at you? Or are you playing a character right now? You're freaking me out, man.
No, I just got a funny message. My friend teasing me.
Oh, that's good, dude. You're on a fucking podcast with your funniest friend. That's bullshit. Hang it up.
Hold on a sec. What time do you think the world will end?
Why?
I'm just kidding, dude. Ad read. We were talking about something fun.
That's great improving, by the way, too.
Thank you.
It's called Trigger Prov. What you do is you talk about catastrophic, terrifying things to anxiety-ridden people.
Wait, we're doing the Dave Attell, Jeff Ross bumping mics. They bump mics when they roast.
They didn't invent that, by the way. And I don't know if you're a buffalo wing eater.
Dave
You and I
Attell,
have
Jeff Ross
we've tapped a
invented it.
chicken finger here and there.
That's
I mean,
true.
you can cheer stuff, dude. You tap a buffalo wing, you tap a chicken finger. I mean, if you're having a three-way, you tap dicks.
I've heard.
You heard the dicks hit? That's hard. That's a hard hit.
Yeah, it's like the cockhead hit heard around the world.
It sounds like swords clinging. It's all ding, ding, ding. Whoa, you guys are hard. If you're that hard, it made a cling sound.
No.
God, you imagine how hard. Do you ever have a boner so bad it hurts? Like it's so hard that you're like, it's kind of hurting because like it feels like it's trying to rip out. Like there's another boner in there trying to rip out.
Oh yeah,
Of the
like
boner.
the alien is coming out. It's gonna like bust out and do the hello my lady, hello my darling, hello my
Spaceballs?
Yeah.
What a birth defect that would be, huh?
Yeah.
Can you imagine being like, I can't fuck? And you'd be like, why? What happened? Were you born without a dick? Like, I have it's called Ridley Scott dick. and they're like, what is that? And then they're like, it's better if I just show you. And they pull their pants down and like, it's like a regular penis. But then like, he's like, watch, as soon as I get hard, watch what'll happen. And they just stroke it for a second. And then be like,
Is the alien mouth?
your friends are standing there going, your friends are going, it looks normal, dude. I mean, it's looks average size and you got a birthmark on the side there. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, what the fuck's going on? And it splits in half and the alien fucking mouth comes out.
Oh, dude.
Ridley Scott cock would be the worst birth defect. It probably affects like one in every like 200 billion. Like it's just like we haven't seen it in like so many eons.
Yeah.
It's got to happen, right? By the law of average. Like that's how evolution is. Like there's like weird mutations. Like someone out there has to have been born
With an alien in their penis, for sure.
with an alien in their penis. Do. Hey, we got to do an ad read for D.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have it on your phone or?
No,
If you touch your phone, will the alarm go off? I thought I texted to you. We're still learning how to use printers. I'm only in my 40s, so I will get it eventually. Let's see what we got. Hit me with your best shot. Yeah, maybe it never went through. Here it is.
Okay, cool.
Okay. D wrote this. This is our first time doing our ad read.
Yay, first ad read.
Hey,
No
listeners,
doubt.
have you ever thought about how to keep the memory of a loved one close even after they're gone? Is it weird to read it like it with a lisp? I could do it this way. I want to introduce you to a piece that remains. A unique business creating stunning cremation and memorial jewelry and art. Each piece is crafted with an extraordinary personal touch by D. Kettleson, the incredibly talented artist behind the business.
What's truly special about a piece that remains is D can incorporate not just cremation ashes, but also hair,
Fur.
the fur. No, nothing to do with Adolf.
Mein Führer's hair! D, I placed an order!
We were throwing Nazi memorabilia into every corpse.
D will take even Jews' teeth that the dead person saved and put them in with a Nazi to the grave.
Oh, dude.
My grandfather, he hated Jews so much, he wanted in the afterlife to be a racist. He was a bad guy.
Okay.
She'll put a lampshade from other people's skin mixed in with your grandmother's. Oh, sorry, you keep going.
No, it's okay. Funeral or wedding flowers, book pages, or anything you want to use. Okay, let me reread that. What's truly special about a piece that remains is that D can incorporate not just cremation ashes, but also hair, fur, cloth, funeral, or wedding flowers, book pages, or anything you want to use to remember your loved one.
That's beautiful. And guys, let's read more of it. Okay. Dee can create an incredible variety of pieces, including pins, cufflinks, rings, cock rings, glowing orbs. Cock ring would be a good way to honor a dead loved one.
Johnny Cockring.
Johnny Cockring. I'll be your Johnny on the cock. Making love is one of the joys of physical existence. Am I right?
True.
And we don't talk about it enough because we come from a weird puritanical culture that they're doing their best and they did their best. I'm not disrespecting the human ancestors who now we would say are all mentally, handicapped, but they got us to where we are. So we should take it to the next level. Sexuality.
And bring back wigs.
And bring back wigs. And merkins too, since we're on the sexuality subject. Some people need to get some pubes that they can just glue to their pelvis. That's neither here nor there. It's definitely not here. We are covered in hair, both of us. But sexuality is something to be respected. It's something beautiful. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's not trash. Okay. So let's respect that and get a cock ring from a loved one from D, a piece that remains. And back to the ad read. Oh, this is a long paragraph. Do you want to read part of it and I'll read the other half? Whether
you're looking for a beautiful piece of jewelry to wear every day or a special art piece to cherish forever, A Piece That Remains offers heartfelt and customized creations to honor and remember those we've lost.
It's actually beautiful. And D, by the way, if you're watching this and you're like, these two sons of bitches making jokes like this about something so serious, we've known D forever. She allowed us. She said we could be as well. She didn't say we could be as silly as we wanted. That's actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm realizing that I am kind of a piece of shit. But
no, you aren't, John.
A piece of shit. But just imagine James Hetfield reading this. Visit and find a truly personal way to keep your loved one's memory alive. Maybe you should do the guitar in the background. Beloved, with a piece that remains, you can always hold a piece of your loved ones up close to your heart.
Piece that remains.
Yeah, dude. That got a little weird. Piece that remains. Oh, now you're getting what's his name from Suicidal. He's got
a little bit.
Yeah,
all I want was a Mountain Dew.
No, the bassist for Metallica is
Robert Trujillo
from Suicidal.
He does like the spider walk.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. Dude, D, thank you. This was great, guys. You should definitely check it out. A Piece That Remains. That sounds really personal and special.
You look like you melted through the episode.
Well, I wanted to just chill out. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like an ice cube.
Yeah, Rob's like, what are you, 6'10"? Rob's so tall, and then you started out, and then now you slowly went like...
That's how I feel.
This is how he feels. Well... Hopefully you make it out of that chair, but if you don't, I'm having your ashes put into a nice piece of jewelry by A Piece That Remains. All of their contact information will be in the description of the podcast below. A Piece That Remains.
Dude, check yourself before you wreck yourself,
D is
motherfuckers.
Very sweet. So I know we're very silly and we're making all these riffs, but like D's freaking awesome and very tender and respectful of people. So definitely check out her website. All that, like I said, the link will be below. You can even Google A Piece That Remains and you'll see, make sure it's D, because somebody else probably has that domain name also. There's probably different ways to spell it, right?
Yeah.
We got to look that up. I mean, in the YouTube, it's easy to just put it in the description and people will go there. But for the audio listeners, like on Spotify, they might be like, the description.
Yeah, just check it.
The description doesn't say it. And I'll be like, I didn't know how to change the description for Spotify. Please just go find D, A Piece That Remains.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep them in the know with how to find A Piece That Remains. Guys, me and John are doing a weekly show in Pasadena with fucking great comics, dude, and fucking.
Oh, dude, we got one of the orders for. So we do a raffle because one of our dearest friends, who's a great comedian and a great showrunner,
yes,
Evan Cassidy. He's been telling us, like, giving us little pointers about how to run the show proper, right? Mm-hmm. What are you drinking there? Lemonade?
Pee.
If you drank pee that was this color, it'd be time to see one of my relatives, a doctor.
Have you seen Kevin Costner in Waterworld, dude?
Oh, yeah, dude. I love the dude. That movie was just a great example of why we need to take care of our Mother Earth.
I concur.
Because anything that Dennis Hopper's in, it means something bad's going on. Is Dennis Hopper ever a hero? He's like Tank
Mario
Girl,
Brothers,
fucking Mario Brothers.
Bowser.
I only know the newer Mario Brothers. I mean, I know of the Ron Jeremy Mario Brothers, but not the.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Evan Cassidy.
Yeah.
We get a little distracted, but you guys like that, right? So Evan Cassidy told us like, hey, dude, you guys should have like a raffle at the shows. It's really fun to like engage the audience members, and it gets people to stay like excited, and it gives you a chance to just have a little fun, like with the people that are at the show. And he was right. We've had a raffle every single, even the very first one, didn't we?
I think so.
It's been so fun.
Occurrence. Yeah.
Last time we raffled off an old Fantasy House shirt signed by Kevin Spacey.
Yes.
What else do we have? We had second place and first place. Second place just got the shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then first place got what?
First place got the tin with the pastries, the shirt, the mug, right?
Oh, yeah. And we had Road Dog mugs. So this is the rest of that order. Should we open it up?
Let's open it up. This will be one of those unboxing videos that
All
the
right.
kids
You
watch.
can narrate while I unbox.
All right. Well, we've got a box here. It's fragile. Only God knows what lies within this box, but we'll see. See? John's using scissors to cut open the box. I don't know.
Keep going, man. I love
All right. Well, we're going to see what beautiful treasure lays beneath this cardboard and styrofoam and it's not styrofoam. Oh wow! What's in the box?
Oh, speaking of Kevin Spacey, huh?
Yeah, wow, man, 6 degrees of Kevin Spacey, dude. I don't know if I'd want to be in that 6 degrees. I'm not sure what the truth is, but
I want to be within 6 meters.
well, what do we got here now? John's opening. Oh my God, dude, that is rad.
Up on camera, but
Road Dogs.
it's like a photo negative of Angela that says Road Dogs. Oh, dude.
Dude, that's great.
Dude, that's so sick. Look at his eyes. You can see his eyes. Bye-bye as we see you. Yeah, so that's part of the next raffle. Oh. That's part of the next raffle.
Very cool.
That's rad.
Man, I love that the show is like, it's like in spirit of just friendship and comedy. You know what I'm saying? And I think life, you could use both of those. So definitely come out and check it out. We've been having so much fun. But I wanted to end today's episode on a regular bit we're going to try out. We started dabbling last time, but since we're road dogs.
Dabblers.
Yeah, dude. We're going to do some road blowjobs. No, from Lot Lizards.
You gotta survive. Road is like prison. It's like prison.
Have you seen Mad Max?
Yeah, it's terrifying. That's another warning. Like another warning movie is like, get your shit together, humans.
I know. That actually kind of looks like a post-apocalyptic world.
This right
John
here?
has this Lego display and it's got like a lion man and then like the mayor of like, you know.
That's supposed to be me with a top hat. There's Kamel, and then I couldn't find a really tall one, but I just gave you a big golden beard.
Oh man. There's the fellas.
But I gave you like a magic outfit because you know you always love like colorful like magic stuff.
Yeah, it's not coming into. Oh, there we go.
There it is. Kamel's the red beard. I'm the black beard with a top hat. It just looks like Jack the Ripper if they found him. And then there's Robert right there. But there's got to be a way to make a taller fucking Lego character.
I don't know.
I'm surprised no one sued Lego yet. Like just like
Representation.
yeah.
Only medium.
Like you can make a
size
translate logo. You can make a gay, straight. You can make ambiguous. Any of those things. They've got different skin colors, but they don't have tall Legos. They've got short too. I've seen some little baby Lego stuff that I'm like, oh, it's like a short guy, which I should have tried to find for Kamel. God,
Well, maybe me and the fellas will band together and.
God, what a failure that little. Thanks for bringing that up on the show. And then now I'm like publicly like.
Oh no, man. I mean, I don't hate yourself too much for that because we're about to have some fun. This is a fun segment called Road Facts with the Road Dogs.
We're going to get something else.
Oh no,
Something else. We got called on the road a few times by bros.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where's that road going? You know, we don't know. But
We don't know. Nobody knows where the road goes. You just go until the road doesn't stop and the party doesn't end. Road goes on forever.
You sound very wise, like a wide rose dog. Wise road
My name's
dog.
Chris Christopherson, and I'm here to tell you guys thank you for listening to Road Dogs and supporting the sponsor, D. Kettleson. And this next segment is brought to you by the Highwaymen.
I feel like Chris Christopherson or all those kind of old weathered like country dudes, you just want to ask them advice on everything because they sound very knowledgeable of just life, you know, like, so what do I do? I've got this trigonometry test coming up in junior college and I don't want to fail. What do I do, Myrtle Haggard's ghost?
Well, I was just gonna say Myrtle Haggard's dead, dude, but he would probably be like, you're a young man, you need to go to church more and pray more about it because Jesus will help you with that test.
Well,
I'd probably ask Willie. Willie is probably the wisest of them.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever read Willie Nelson, like any of his books? I've read his books and his like Tales from the Road and just like notes from his journal.
Yeah.
And he's just he's a wise old man.
Well, I think
he's wrong about some stuff because he's a human being. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, but like he's. Yeah, I mean, what do you say about Jelly Roll? You're obsessed with Jelly Roll. Last episode we talked about Jelly Roll.
The new dude to ask for advice.
Is he really? Does he have wisdom? I mean, I'm sure he does. He's made it far in a competitive industry. You've got some sort of wisdom. It doesn't mean you have like overall knowledge that's applicable. A lot of times those men and women that go really far in any industry, they're really good at that, specializing in obsessive compulsive behavior. And focus driven, but they can have some really funny, what's it called? Survivor's bias. Bias, where they're like, all you got to do. And you're like, yeah, that's not necessarily true. Who do you think made your fucking shoes? They have a dream too, dog. You know what I mean? Like Michael Jordan gets to wear them. Someone else is like, I'm stitching and I keep, I'm working real hard at my poetry. And you're like, there's no poetry industry, man. Didn't someone tell you? No, but I saw an interview, with Jelly Roll. And he said, no offense to Jelly Roll. We're like talking shit on Jelly Roll.
No, I know. I'm just
we
kidding.
Can meet Jelly Roll because Jelly Roll, he's a big comedy fan. He's a big comedy fan. I think J-Mo does comedy with him.
Yeah, we're being silly.
I think J-Mo literally does comedy with him. Mike Menendez was telling me, not the murdering twins from the 80s, Mike Menendez, the comedian, our friend. I can't not talk about Mike Menendez and then not let people know, like, by the way, we're not talking about the murdering, the brothers that murdered their molester dad. No. Mike might have a molester dad because he wears some really goofy clothes sometimes, but he's not from that family. What if we find out Mike is? What if Mike's watching this? Is like, first of all, my dad didn't molest me. Second of all, those are my cousins, man.
Oh, snap,
what if he tells me
dude.
that? No, but seriously, Mike was telling me that Jelly Roll, J-Mo was doing shows with with Jelly Roll. So like,
yeah, I mean, he's a huge star, and he seems like
he
a
could
really
hear
sweet
this.
guy.
So we should tell him, like, hey, Jelly Roll, like, if you're watching this, like, we're not talking shit.
No, we're
talking shit on like the whole human culture, not you.
No, well, his name is fun to say too. I mean, it's Jelly Roll. That's like a pretty fun.
It is fun to say Jelly Roll.
Yeah, and he's a big comedy fan. He seems like a really sweet guy.
Should we change our names? Like, what do you think is a good name for me that like sounds good to say? Like, is it food related? Like stuff you're already stoked on? Ding dong. Taco.
Squirting compilation.
Squirt.
I don't know.
Thumbnail titles.
Yeah.
Stepmother caught.
Hey, you know what I thought about? All the big trend in pornography right now is the step family thing, which is so it's interesting, but it would be fun. Freud would probably have something to say about it, but because he was Canadian.
That's a really, was he?
No, he was German.
Oh God, I'm such an idiot sometimes. I'm so gullible for how sarcastic I am.
He may be German Canadian. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, there are Germans that you go from Germany to Canada. It seems like a natural,
Yeah,
it's you just take the flight. It just goes like that, and you're there.
And you have little strudel, eh?
So, what the hell were we talking about?
We're talking about sex, family, porno,
sex.
Well, like Olive Garden, the slogan is "When you hear your family."
Yeah, are you trying a bit on me right now?
No, I'm just thinking about it, dude. Family style, dude.
That's from Idiocracy. Yeah, family. Mind if we go family style?
That's right.
There is something psychologically about it. About like being like, oh, that's your stepsister. Like, I don't know. It's just like we were talking about TikTok earlier. It's like to get people's attention. Like, how do you keep things interesting?
Yeah, maybe
that's what it is.
God, Idiocracy is a great film.
I don't even read those thumbnails, dude. I'm just like, it's too gross. I just click on a picture. I don't have good enough vision. Like, especially like, how do you see that? Like, the writing's so small.
Yeah.
I mean, I click on stuff all the time. I'll be like, that is a trans person. I just thought it was like a beautiful, like a German woman with really intense eyebrows, and I'll be like, that is a trans person. But that's the beauty of the internet is you don't go like, oh, gross, what the? You just go like, okay, that's not for me. You just push it to the side like this. And with VR, you'll be able to do that. Be like, that's cool, man. Like, go do your thing over there, but I'm looking over there.
I know the most like liberal anyone would be is definitely when watching porn. Like, they'll be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like people should take that stance just in normal life. Be like, oh, okay, that's cool, man. Okay, there's the voice
dude.
again.
There's your wisdom, dude. Yeah. I love that.
Well, yeah, because you think about it, and all these deviants that Never mind. Oh, I think we're getting a little off topic. What I'm trying to say.
Off tropic?
Off tropic.
Back to the island, Robert.
Well, I mean, I'm ready, dude, with my Jurassic Park Hawaiian shirt, dude.
Beautiful. It looks good. I mean, I'm not complaining.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I didn't even realize it is Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Dennis Nedry right here.
You are such God. It's hilarious, dude.
Well, gracias de nada, my
The
friend.
secret shaving cream thing with the DNA stuff in it or whatever. Oh, that's so cool.
Dude,
Okay.
well, we wanted to get in a little fun segment here called Road Facts. And
Road facts. Wow, you're really walking me into cancel culture with that one.
1, 2, 3. Road facts. All right. Well, today we've got
cool.
some fun facts about roads because we are road dogs.
They say we are road.
This is a little fun, interesting factoid on the most dangerous, 19 scariest and most dangerous roads in the world, which you could find on Wonder Wisdom. Anywho, many people die on these deadly highways. Actually, a ton of them. It's kind of wild, but we can go through the 19th most dangerous roads in the world.
And they're all in Mexico.
It's probably like South America and India, right?
We are going to find out. We're going to find out where these generally are.
Sorry, I opened my present before Christmas, mommy.
Well, all right. It's all right. Have some patience, my boy, because we're going to...
Just a little patience.
Oh, dude. That's beautiful. That's Sinead O'Connor.
That's me at the goddamn Comedy Jam.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, speaking of the GD damn jam, dude, this sounds like a jam. $19 million highway between Silverton and Ouray. Location, southwestern Colorado. Length, 25 miles. 40 kilometers. For all you that live in the countries.
You talking about Colorado right now in America?
Well, yes, we all.
Wow, so much for American exceptionalism. I made a joke saying it's probably South America or India, and the first one on your list.
Well, hold your horses,
Colorado.
Mel Gibson. Maximum elevation, 11,018 feet.
Not that high. Not impressed with the height, unless it's a cliff drop off.
Well, just don't blow your load too fast, my
Robert, this is a family podcast.
Oh, shucks. Okay, don't read the Bible too fast. Okay, narrow shoulder. Dangers. Narrow shoulder, few guardrails, steep road with an 8% grade, and hairpin turns.
Sounds very scary. Hairpin turns.
For those that don't know, what is a hairpin turn, John?
It's when you can't even see around, as Creedence Clearwater would say, the bend. And you just go, and you can't see something coming at you either. We have them all over the place. They're terrifying and exciting.
It's not something you put in your hair like a pin?
No. You're talking about hirsute.
Oh, okay.
Turns.
Well, this road got its name because most people want to be paid millions of dollars before they drive on it, especially in the winter.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It also may cost $1 million per mile to build it. Another reason may be the mining operation through which the road meanders extracted millions of dollars worth of gold, silver, copper, and other valuable metals. Originally an unpaved mining road, the most dangerous section of the $1 million highway stretches between the towns of Silverton, Ouray on U.S. Highway 550. During sunny weather, this two-lane mountains road may not seem dangerous, but if a mishap takes place, such as when a vehicle accidentally crosses into oncoming traffic, one or more vehicles could plummet 1,000 feet straight down to the solid rock.
I love the way that was written. It's not a dangerous road until someone does something dangerous. You're like, it's actually very safe if you're just, by yourself and it's blocked off on each end and you're just, on a bicycle, just meandering. It's a very wide trail.
I think that it would be dangerous in any setting if someone drives into oncoming, you know what I mean? Like that's anywhere that would be dangerous.
But on this one specifically, they're like, there's nowhere to go. You just die. Someone comes into your lane, you fucking jump and it's a die. That's what they're saying, right?
Yeah. It's like that Mario Kart level when you're coming around the bend and Donkey Kong, could shoot you with a shell.
Oh, dude. Is it slippery like Rainbow Road?
Yes.
Oh, dude. Is it Rainbow Road-ified? Which is a technical term in civil engineering.
We'll see. I'm not sure. I don't think this is as bad as Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road's pretty gnarly. In fact, there have been 7 fatalities per year reported on this decidedly sketchy highway since 1992.
So it's helping the population. That's so fucked up. That's so Carlin to think like that.
No,
what if it's you or a loved one? No, it's true. You know what? They've got to make safer roads in Colorado. And I think we should start the hashtag.
Safer roads in Colorado.
Yeah, safer roads in Colorado, or end whatever that road is.
That is $1 Million Highway.
It's too dangerous. People shouldn't be allowed to do it.
Well, $1 Million Highway sounds like it ain't worth nothing. Because right now we're about to get into Stelvio Pass, which is in the Eastern Alps. Location border between Italy and Switzerland.
Oh, yeah.
Length unknown. How do you not know?
2024, they don't know how long the road is?
I kind of think that's cool. It's just a mystique, you know?
Yeah,
we
but
know what everyone eats, what they do all day on
You like the
Instagram
mystery?
and Twitter. I like the mystery.
Okay.
It's a little like old school. You know what I mean?
I like that. No, I'm wiping away your shitting. That's good.
Okay, good. Well, maximum elevation is 9,045 feet, 2,757 meters. Dangers.
I hardly know hers. Go on.
Dangers, hairpin turns, steep grade. Steep grade.
God, I hate getting graded.
I know, dude. D plus,
Just
dude.
flashbacks to school. Yeah, getting just scolded for talking in class and riffing on the job.
Double D plus, dude. Considered by
Don't be sexual all the time. We just talked about porn and people's ages
yeah,
of
we better
consent.
curb that a little bit.
curb that like a big hard boner. Make it curved. Go on.
Okay. Well, considered by Top Gear magazine to be the greatest driving road in the world, through some experts think the Transfagos highway in Romania is better. It must be positively grand to drive Stelvio Pass in a Ferrari or other high-performance sports cars, often used by cyclists or runners in competitions such as the Grand Tour or Stelvio Marathon. Stelvio Pass has 75 hairpin turns and probably shouldn't be traveled at all at night or during the winter, when it is often closed because of weather conditions. Good luck.
So wait, it's voted like an awesome road to drive. It's just dangerous. Like most things. I always tell my kids, it's like most things in life when they're complaining about stuff, like most things in life, the best things in life are usually dangerous and dirty. Not, like dirty, like you're going to get like your shoes are going to get muddy, you know, or you're going to scrape your knees. I know it's hard to tell sometimes on a podcast with me and Robert if we mean dirty, we mean sexual. But no, like literally when I'm talking to my kids and they'll be like, I don't want to, I'll be like, dude, like most of the best stuff.
If you go outside, there's danger. It's at every turn. And I think people, I mean, especially our
hairpin turn.
ancestors, were more accustomed to it. It was like, we're going to go today to the race. Maybe we'll die. I don't know, but it'll be a good time and it's worth it. Right? I mean,
they had their lives were less pleasurable and comfortable from what we know from official history. So you can understand where you're just like, well, maybe I'll die. Like it's like the old days when everyone's like, I'm fighting for something noble. It's like, yeah, the air conditioning hasn't been invented yet. Of course you're like, just fucking take me now, God. Yeah, I'll die for this cause. I mean, it's probably a selfish reason. It's not even the cause. It's just that what's the point of living? It sucks anyways, you know?
Yeah. I've seen Twitter and people getting their heads ripped off all the time.
Oh God. Is that your callback to the terrifying social media?
Yeah.
That should be, I don't know if it should be illegal because I don't like laws, but also like, it just seems weird to just be showing people that stuff. And you know kids are going to accidentally see it.
Yeah.
We used to worry about kids seeing sexual stuff, and now they're going to see people get their heads cut off. That's insane.
Yeah, but John,
I don't let my kids don't even have phones, by the way.
But I mean, it's cool when you get to see like clips of games and then, you know, gorillas ripping dudes' heads off. I mean, it is really fun out there. A lot of good stuff. Speaking of danger and possible heads being ripped off,
come to Barney's Beanery.
That's right.
Wednesday nights. Is that the segue you were looking for?
I was looking for another dangerous road because, I mean, that one sounded like a fun time if you just take it easy on them hairpins. Let's get into the 17th most dangerous, scary road in the world.
On our next episode, right?
Yeah, I think that let's end on this one because this one sounds real fun.
Okay.
Let's do one more because I was setting up. Okay. I like the name of this one. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand.
New Zealand?
The New Zealand I'm a Kiwi.
Skippers is a Kiwi. And a lot of people don't know this, but I intermix my Australian and New Zealand accent all the time.
Yeah.
And no one's ever said anything.
What about Tasmanian?
The devil. Yeah. Right?
Well, the devil wears no clothes.
The devil went down to Georgia. He stopped in Brisbane first.
Are they just all southern, but really southern? You know what I mean? Where they're on an island in the ocean. They're like the most southern people in the world. Well, you got kangaroos. We do. We use.
Dude, your level of racism right now is. If we had a racism meter,
racist, but they're all like
it's like a thermometer. They're popping.
Oh man. Well, at least we have English descent in common, I guess.
It's a good name for a punk band. English Descent.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a Russell Crowe racist movie punk band. What was that movie?
Romper Stomper.
Romper Stomper.
That's funny. English Descent that's the punk band.
Yeah, English Descent. We gonna party on the rain. It
It is crazy how anti-authoritarian like punk rock also like borders on like we're so anti-authoritarian we became neo-Nazis. You're like, but then they're fascists. It like comes full circle. Like it's this weird feedback loop. How many like super tripped out dudes are like, I don't like this government, and then the Nazis, you're like, you don't like this one, but you're into like these like really strict ones that are even more strict than the strictness that you're complaining about right now.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Humans are fallible, robots all the way, 2029.
Dude, let's go robots.
Let's go robots,
Hashtag.
dude. Unpaved. Okay, dangers in Skipper's Canyon is it's unpaved, no guardrails, narrow road, and steep cliffs. Now we're getting
Those
real
are three
dangerous.
titles of Fu Manchu songs, by the way. Unpaved, no guardrails, and steep cliffs.
When Skipper's Canyon became a popular gold mining area, the need for safer access to it increased. Yes, while the road is still dangerous today, claiming hundreds of lives every year. God damn, what is this? Skipper's Road, New Zealand? Hundreds of lives. It took 7 years to carve this gorgeous and frightening road out of the cliff face. It was completed in 1890, and many sections of the road remain the same today as they were then.
Oh, dude, it's still a section of the road remains. That's another one of our sponsors. Section of the road remains.
Today, the road is frequented by mostly tour buses and adventure companies who love to kill hundreds of people.
You improv that. It doesn't say that. Is it really? Okay. Like, yeah, don't have don't have me driving that bus, huh?
No, man.
Going like, what, hey guys, what would happen if we just went like this? I drove a tour bus once.
Really?
Yeah. One of my many jobs. I met a guy. I think I was flying home from some sort of gig, and then on the Uber back, I made friends with the Uber driver or the Lyft driver, and he was like, asking me what I do. I was asking him what he do. He's like, yeah, and I also drive this like party bus once in a while. And I was like, oh, sweet. He's like, they're always looking for people to do it. And I was like, oh, give him my number. And they called me one day, and I was like, I was just doing any random gigs I could. And I showed up to this like neighborhood, and this dude, Snoopy, who was a retired soccer player from Mexico that basically like ran this like neighborhood in Santa Ana or
Yeah.
it was Gardenia. I don't know. Anyways, what's important here is that they were like, you drive these things. And I was just like so used to just doing every job I had to like, and just being like, yeah, I got it. Like, thank God no one ever asked me to do like heart surgery or, solve a math equation.
Or install the chips.
Install microchips or whatever it is. I installed a few tortilla chips that night actually, because they took me with them. But I ended up driving this giant bus full of like the nicest people, like 50, like, I don't know, late middle-aged, like Mexican couples, like going for their night out on town. It was wild. And the bus was terrifying to drive. I had no idea. They're like, you drive these? I was like, sure. And then I get in the seat and I was just like, there's all like buttons. And by the way, it's old and beat up too. And I'm like, I don't know what any of these things do.
Did you?
I figured some of it out. Like I think one of the guys kind of got like, is like, oh yeah, I was just like, I never drove this model before. he's just like, yeah, that. And like the brakes weren't really good on it. It was like, everything was like grimy and old. Like they probably got it for like 10 years ago. They probably got it for $5 or $10,000. And it's like, a giant bus. But yeah, I survived and no one died that night and they loved me and they were great.
Like the getting through the border was tricky.
That's the twist at the end of the story. No, this is like people and just nice people that I was driving around. But it was.
I know this guy Snoopy. He's got this operation. All right,
he's probably still alive. I mean, he was a professional soccer player. He was showing me videos of him like with millions of views on YouTube. And he's like, this is he didn't speak that good English, but he was like explaining that this was him. And I learned what the term chorro means that night because
chorro.
This giant. I ended up taking him to this restaurant. They filled up this restaurant with the people from the bus. And it was one of those Mexican restaurants, where they like, it feels like it's like I forgot what they call it. The ones where they always have like the menu always have like giant, super colorful stuff on it. Like it's very 626 area code, like giant, like it'll show like the shrimp cocktail Mexican style, but like it'll be like overly photoshopped and giant on the menu, hard to almost read because there's so much graphics going on. The restaurants, everyone knows these restaurants. They always have soccer on the, anyways, I don't think anyone's going to know this place.
Give me a boner.
Chorro.
Don't you?
Yeah, it's good, right? The shrimp. We got it in this episode. Right?
Let's go there. Let's get them to sponsor, dude. Let's get Snoopy to sponsor.
I might still have his number. Dude, this was like 10 phones ago. This was so long ago. Well, actually, it was like probably 3 phones ago. It was like 10 years ago.
Dang, dude. Well, we got to find him, and we got to find you guys. Let us know what you think of the pod. No, guys, this has been fun. I love it, man. We are rocking and rolling. Check out Road Dogs Comedy every Wednesday in Pasadena.
Barney's Beanery.
Yeah, we are having fun, and tune in next time for more of the most dangerous roads in the way world.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so
Yeah.
glad that you're doing that, dude. I love this. This is so fun.
Gracias de nada, my friend.
Dude, gracias, Robert Donata.
Yeah, and on that note, road dogs.
You're looking at the computer, but you're not looking at the camera. Look in the camera and say that.
Road dogs.
By the way, if anyone gets cocky tonight, just remember you're no better than cum.